On a distant planet, in a small town called Meadowville, lived a clever and curious cat named Mason. Mason was known for his sharp wit and keen observation skills. He had a knack for solving mysteries, which made him the go-to detective for anyone in need. One sunny morning, Mason received a distress call from Farmer Johnson. His prized carrots had mysteriously vanished from his farm, and he needed Mason's help to find them. Mason immediately set off to investigate the case. As Mason arrived at the farm, he noticed a trail of carrot leaves leading into the nearby forest. He followed the trail cautiously, aware that danger could be lurking around any corner. Suddenly, he spotted a mischievous rabbit named Brian hopping away with a mouthful of carrots. Mason gave chase, but Brian was nimble and quick. The chase led them through a dense forest, across a bubbling brook, and into a vast meadow filled with colorful flowers. Mason knew he needed a plan to catch the elusive rabbit. Thinking quickly, Mason called upon his friend, a group of cowboys known as the Quick Draw Gang. The Quick Draw Gang were known for their sharp shooting skills and quick reflexes. They agreed to help Mason capture Brian and retrieve the stolen carrots. Together, Mason and the Quick Draw Gang devised a plan. They strategically positioned themselves around the meadow, forming a circle to trap Brian. As the rabbit hopped closer, the cowboys prepared their guns, ready to outgun the crafty criminal. Just as Brian entered the trap, he sensed danger and darted in another direction. The cowboys quickly adjusted their aim, firing their shots with precision. But Brian was too fast, narrowly escaping each bullet. Undeterred, Mason and the cowboys persisted. They chased Brian through the meadow, firing shot after shot, determined to protect their community from harm. The tension grew as the chase intensified, and the fate of the missing carrots hung in the balance. Finally, after a thrilling pursuit, Mason managed to corner Brian against a tall wooden fence. The rabbit's escape routes were cut off, and he had nowhere to run. Mason approached Brian cautiously, his detective instincts telling him that something more was at play. With a twinkle in his eye, Mason asked Brian why he had stolen the carrots. Brian, realizing he had been caught, admitted that he had taken them to feed his hungry family. He apologized for his actions, explaining that he had no other choice. Moved by Brian's honesty, Mason decided to help the rabbit instead of punishing him. He struck a deal with Farmer Johnson, ensuring that Brian and his family would receive a portion of the carrots in exchange for their help on the farm. In the end, the missing carrots were recovered, and the town of Meadowville learned a valuable lesson about compassion and understanding. Mason, with his quick thinking and teamwork, had not only solved the case but also brought the community closer together. As Mason bid farewell to Brian and his family, he knew that his detective skills had once again made a difference. With a satisfied smile, he set off on his next adventure, ready to solve another mystery and help those in need. The end.